All right, welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to go ahead and work on the XR80, the 2000 XR80. It has a bent clutch lever. Clutch cable is really stiff, so we're going to put a new one on it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, here we are back to work on the 2000 XR80. Today I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a new clutch cable on it. We did front brake lever and cable on it a little while back in one of the previous videos. So if you need to put on your front brake cable, we'll see how to do that. Just look down at some of the old videos and you'll be able to connect to that one. What I'm going to do here is, you can see I got a bent up clutch lever here, and the cable it's old. I've lubed it. It's just dragging, working very slow. Got a new cable here we're going to put on it. We're going to go with a new matching black lever to go with the clutch lever that's on it. Only tools we're going to need to get from the top end here is, got a Phillips screwdriver here, number 10 socket. Start out with, first thing you're going to need to do, just come in here, just get the top socket out. Somebody's replaced this one. It's got a weird looking bolt here that really shouldn't probably be there. Pull that out, drop it off. It's that easy. Other side, get Phillips or use your, your JIS screwdriver, whichever one you prefer. These are really tight. I would go with the JIS so you don't strip them out, but I checked these and these loosened up so easy. Just use my regular Phillips here to pop the clamp off. All you got holding it on is these two screws right here. I just finished getting this bottom one all the way out. And this will pop off. There we go. Move the camera down a little bit more so you can see a little bit better. Here, your back lever right here. Front will just come off. We already pulled the cable, the bolt out of the lever itself here. You can turn around here. Just look how it goes in there. And it'll just slide right out. Nothing to it. I don't know if you can see on camera how warped this one actually is, but it's pretty bad. Come down here. Just go ahead and take this tensioner. You can screw it all the way out if you like. We're going to replace all this actually. No longer going to need that because I'm going to use a new one. Pull this here off too. And actually, I want to use this little dust cover. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these two off too. Plus I want to save this for the future, even though I have a new one, just in case I need an extra. Pull this dust cover out. That's the only thing I need to go with my new setup, because I have new bracket, new lever, got a new adjuster, got the brand new cable. Of course, this one doesn't have Phillips in it. Actually has a number 8 on the back of this one instead of the standard number 10 we're looking at, but it's just like my other one that I put on here. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video a minute while I go get a number 8 wrench. I didn't bring one of those. All right, now I got the right wrench over here to proceed. Got a number 8. Went ahead and took the back off of it right here. I'm just going to go ahead and put these 2 bolts right in here to the front of it. Get it into position. Brand new bolts, so they're all still finger loose right now, so it's really easy to put on. I took this kill switch, took the little cable here, and I ran it in between the 2 bolts on the front. I didn't want it underneath the clamp because then it might pinch it after a little bit of riding, and then you'll be going along, you'll start grounding it out and kill your bike. So just to avoid any problems there, interfering with the kill switch, just be careful where you decide to run that route. Get this, just how you like to ride. Get that in the position you prefer. Then go ahead and just snug it on up. Remember, don't do the top or the bottom all the way at first. Just kind of snug them up a little bit even. You know, going back and forth till you get them just about the same. Then snug them. If not, you'll have a big gap at the top, big gap at the bottom, and they'll just look odd. Probably still hold on. Wouldn't affect anything, but just do it a little bit slower and you can make it look right. All right, that's about all there is to get the top back on. We got the lever back on, got the mounting position back on. What we need to do now is get this clutch lever cable on the other side. So we're going to switch over down to the engine side. Okay, now that we're over here on the right side of the motor, to get this cable off, you're going to need to come in behind your kickstand lever. Look up in there. You got those two nuts right there. I think they're number 12. I'm about to find out. And you're going to have to loosen both of them. And then you'll be able to come down here, and you can see right tip of my finger, and pull the cable off of it. So we'll go ahead and get the wrench now, and we'll proceed. All right, let's go ahead and get those nuts off now. So that is number 12, like I was saying I thought it was. First one. Actually, this one's pretty loose here. I can just take my finger, and I'll be able to get the top bolt off. But that's the locking note that you have to get off first. So we can go ahead and start there. You can see I got this hose on the carburetor way a little bit. I can just take my finger. I'll do the wrench so y'all can see it. Just pull it out of the way a little bit. I'll back that all the way off. Then I'm going to come down below. Normally you got to put the wrench on that one, but I must have really lubricated this thing good because it came right out. Now, what you have to actually do, once you get them all the way backed off, just play with it just a minute here. Just push up with your finger. I just wanted to make sure it'd work. Push your cable in here, get you a little slack, make sure it will. Take it with your finger. And look right there how easy that came out. Now, you got to come down here and slip it out of the bottom just to give you a little bit better look. Right here. Once you do that, you should be able to just lightly push it in, which I'm having a hard time because I got the camera just right in my way trying to do this. You see in the back there is a little groove for it to just slide right out. As long as you don't have a cell phone right in front of you, it should be easy. It'll come out just like this. Now actually the whole cable on the bike is loose. And this one, look, I'm just pulling it just like this, slide it through. There, my cable's out. And then I'm gonna get the new one, and I'm gonna need to route it back through there. So same starting point. Go ahead and put the camera back over here. We'll take this new cable here. And we're just gonna unwrap a bit. We're gonna slide that part back through just like we just pulled it apart. And I'm trying to look on here to make sure this is the right cable, which it appears to be, but this one is a little bit different. Actually has tension here in the middle of the cables. This is some type of universal cable. Come down here though, I'm looking at the actual bottom of it here, and I pull out what I have. It looks like it'll actually still work though. So we're going to take this. Remember our starting point, how I just slipped the other one right out of the bottom hook. We're going to put that one in there. Put the camera back one more time, a little bit closer here. Right where my finger is, we're going to take that. And we're going to slip it right back in there. Just as soon as. There we go. It's just taking me a little bit because I'm thinking about the camera angle the whole time, but slip it in there first. Come back over here. Push that down so you have a little bit of tension. And it'll drop right in place. So now, if you can see right here, we have all this. It's all looking good here. All I need to do, push this back up. See, when it's got some tension, it'll be pulled up. That dust cover will cover everything. When I shove it up like this, I'm giving myself all the tension I need on the other side to hook the lever back up. And then we'll decide how much adjustment we'll need. We'll be able to use it on the middle of the cable, we had adjuster, and then at the end up there on the lever, which that's probably the only adjuster we'll need. So we'll go ahead and move back over to that side and finish this up. All right, now that we got the cable routed back up on top here, let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm going to take the original adjuster. Notice you want to put the round nut part. You want to put it up against the lever. I'm going to take this end, slide over the cable, just like this. Just turn it where you can get the cable all the way through. It'll easily slide on. Come over here. Next, just slide this up underneath here first. Put that in there. Now, you want to go ahead, screw that nut all the way in. And you just want to start tightening her down. And as you do, remember, you're going to use this nut to pull out the slack. Remember, you have adjusters right here and down there on your clutch cover. Remember this one I got here, this universal one has the adjusters in the middle. That's not normal though. It's usually right where it drops in above the clutch. But you're just going to play with this till you get it about where you want, which this one right here, I'm going to have to go on the other side because I had too much slack at the moment. And I have so much slack because it popped off at the other end. Because normally, like, they are a little bit tighter, and you kind of struggle with this a minute when you get on. But when I put the cable on the bottom side, or we pulled on up here, it just popped out of place. So let me take a moment, snap that one back in there, and we'll see if we can finish up the adjustment from right here. I had to go back, all of a sudden just pop the bottom back on where they had popped off while we were messing with the top. But this is how it should be. First put it on there, you'll think, maybe it's too loose and need to adjust it, which is all normal because you got to get that slack out of your cable. So just come in here, spin that nut out, get it to where you're used to wanting it. Just play with it a little bit, get the right feel for it. Most people have a preference they like. That's about where I like it, right there, just a tiny bit of slack. And it feels like it's getting a lot of tension on it right here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to call it done right here. And I'm going to go for a test ride. You want a little bit more slack out of it, don't run it all the way to the end. Go down to the other side, do the same thing. We had those two nuts. Just loosen that top one, play with the bottom one, get where you want it, put the setting up back into position, and you'll be ready to ride. Which I think I'm ready to ride right now. All right, thank you for tuning in today and checking out this video. If you have any questions, just send me a message. Have a great day.